All right guys, today we are folding fitted sheets. If you're anybody like me, you've watched all those YouTube videos and you got someone standing up there and they put one hand in the corner and then you're supposed to get all four corners of this fitted sheet together and then it looks like this nice little package. You guys, I've watched every video on the internet probably about how to fold the sheets like that, and you guys, I don't know, if you're like me, it doesn't work. So I'm gonna show you some tried and true ways to fold your fitted sheets to help you save some space. Like I said, we're here at my parents' house today. My house is so noisy. I have 4 children, so that's why we're recording here today. In fact, Martha Stewart, I watched a Martha Stewart episode in which there was an expert on teaching people how to fold these fitted sheets. A person like myself, let's say, came on the show. She could not fold the fitted sheet either using the hand and you dip it in. You guys know what I'm talking about right here? Like, it's just crazy to me. And then what if you have a king size sheet and you're a small person? Like, you gotta be getting these massive corners and your wingspan is only so big. So let's fold some sheets, shall we? These are the methods that you probably have never seen before. I also made a video about how to fold your fitted sheets and sheets using the KonMari method, which I absolutely love. I will link that in the description box below. So we got a crib sheet, we got a twin size sheet, and we got a queen size sheet. I'm gonna show you 101 ways to do this. Just kidding, but it's gonna be quite a few. Oh, and as I set up my tripod, can you relate to this one? You're like folding, doing your thing, and then you get to the fitted sheet and you're kind of like, and you just kind of like roll it at a ball and you're like, I'll deal with that one later. This first method I'm gonna show you right here, you're gonna grab your fitted sheet. This is gonna help keep everything together, which is gonna be really, really nice. So fold your fitted sheet, or your flat sheet in half first, okay? Because we're gonna put everything together so it looks really nice and neat, like a perfect package. Because most of the time you're not just folding a fitted sheet by itself, but I will show you a tip on how to do that if you just have one fitted sheet, if you wanna make things look a little bit cool and impress your friends and family. But normally you have a package. You got your pillowcases, your flat sheet, and your fitted sheet. So this is what we're gonna do here. So fold your flat sheet in half, and then you're gonna fold it the other way just to condense it down. Oftentimes what you would do when you're folding a towel or something like that, as best as you can get the corners together, do your best to try to do that in the beginning. That will definitely help with things at the end. I can already see here it's a little bit off. That's okay. We're not going to take an hour to fold our bed linens. And if you're anybody like me, it would probably then sit in the basket for a couple days. So we're just condensing it down a little bit. And you can make adjustments as needed when you're folding things over, if it's not perfect or exactly how you want it, okay? All right, so we got this. I'm actually gonna fold it one more time. I'm actually gonna fold it in more of like a third right here. So one there, kind of 2 there. This is a good size, okay? So you're gonna flat sheet like this. Here comes the fun part. Take your fitted sheet, and again, we're gonna fold it a lot like we did our flat sheet. We're not gonna worry about tucking the corners in themselves and then flipping things around and doing all this crazy stuff because we're making a nice package, okay? So I'm gonna fold it in half to condense the fitted sheet. I'm gonna fold it on itself, just getting it down so it looks really messy like this, right? Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to turn it into kind of a squarish type rectangle. Fold it in, okay? Here I'm just gonna fold probably into like thirds. Again, this is messy, you guys, and that's okay. Why? Because you'll see here in a second. And I'm gonna fold it like so, and like so. So I just wanted it nice and condensed like this. Then I'm gonna take my nice little package right here. I could have left it open if I wanted to, but I like to drop it right in there. I wanted to make sure this is gonna be a good size, okay? At this point in time, you could also put your pillowcase in there. So let's say you folded your pillowcase and you wanna put that in your little sheet bundle, okay? You can leave one pillowcase out. I'm gonna show you a little trick here. And then you're gonna fold it like a present, like you're wrapping a really nice present for your mom or a loved one or somebody like that. So we have everything in this nice little bundle, and you can make this as tight of a bundle as you want. You can make it as loose of a bundle as you want. You can put all of your pillowcases in there if you want to. I'm gonna turn it this way just because it's gonna be easier for me to fold on itself, okay? There's a couple ways that you can do this depending upon how compact of a bundle that you wanna make. So we got that. I'm just folding it into sort of halves like so. There we go. we have a very nice sheet bundle right here. And so oftentimes, this is what we do at our house, is we take our pillowcase that we've already folded everything in. This would be perfect in your cupboard, just like this. And again, it depends upon how detailed you want to be when you're folding these sheets on themselves. I could open this one up just a little bit more if I wanted to look like that. Open up your pillowcase. You could put this inside of your pillowcase. This is another option for you. And again, it's like you're wrapping a present. Everything is nice and neat together. If I ask my kids to go get their sheet sets, this is really easy for them because all they have to do is just pull this out of the closet. And like so, folding the ends, and then we can tuck like this if you want to. A lot of times I'll just take this end right here and fold it in, and then you have a nice little sheet package. Flatten it out. Nice, huh? So this little sheet bundle looks awesome. It's cute. It's easy to pull out. You could put them in your cupboard like this. You could stack them like this. You could put them in a basket, in a drawer, whatever you wanted to do. It doesn't really matter that the fitted sheet is not perfectly seams together, because what matters is what's out here. And the goal is to save you the most amount of time as possible. So let me show you an alternative method here. I really like this one. Actually, two methods with this. So we're gonna take my daughter's twin size sheet right here. So you're gonna grab two ends of your fitted sheet, just like you normally would with your flat sheet, and I'm gonna condense it a little bit. So I'm gonna fold it in half, and then I'm gonna fold it this way, make it a little bit smaller. Here we go. So now we have sort of this square looking thing. Get as much of the air out as you possibly can, okay? This is where the magic really happens in transforming it into looking something really nice. So I'm gonna fold it in half, and then I'm gonna fold the other half on itself like so. And then you're just gonna straighten as best as you can as we go along here. Now again, everything is not like edges down, ends together. The beauty happens at the end of all this. So now I'm just rolling it. Look at this nice roll that I got going on right here, and we can tuck as we go. There we go. Tuck as we go. And then since this end is looking a little bit ragged, this is what I do. I will usually just tuck it in a little bit like this, and then as we roll, flatten it out, and we have a nice little sort of, I guess we call this like the Tootsie Roll method. Looks like that. So you could put this in a basket like this if you wanted to. This would look nice in a drawer, but it's a little bit more compact as opposed to the square method. Let's say we wanted to do the square method rather than the rolling method here. And again, you can wrap everything in here if you had a fitted sheet, a flat sheet like we previously did. So lay your sheet out. Here we go. And then we're going to condense it as best as we can, like you would your sheets. The goal when you're doing laundry is you just want to keep it moving, right? Yes, keep it moving. Fold it on itself like so, and then you're going to lay it out. Get the air out as best as you can. Okay, the magic is going to happen again here at the end. This is where we turn it into the square. There we go. It is looking good already. Fold that one in. There we go. And here we go. This is where we're going to make our nice square. You can decide how many of these you want to do, just depending upon the length of it. So I think what I'll do here is I'm just going to tuck this in a little bit right here, and then I'm going to flip this one over so that it looks like a really nice compact square. And there we go. Nice in there. Now what I would do with this, if I had the entire sheet set together, again, I would put the pillowcase in here, the flat sheet, and save, if I had two pillowcases, save it and wrap it in just like so. There's so many alternative ways to fold your sheets. My goal with all of this is to save you the most amount of time, headache, heartache. And again, if you have king size sheet sets, like that is a lot of bulk going on, and it is difficult to get your arms here, there, and everywhere. So the goal is to get it into as much of a square sort of rectangle as possible, and at the end you shape it however you want to. So let me show you one more thing right here. This is the baby's crib sheet. And with these crib sheets, I mean, this is much easier. It looks like a square already pretty much. Fold the sides in. I don't need to do much of that initial folding because it's already so small. There we go. We got it looking more like a square. We can roll it. There we go. And again, as much detail as you want to pay to this is totally up to you. So you can flatten there a little bit. There's a little crease, a little wrinkle. You can roll it, flatten, roll it, and we can flatten. And then if you really wanted to add a little bit more flair, what you can do here is you actually can tuck the end, just like if you were folding socks, in to the end. Leave a little bit out. I think I'll tuck it on this side right here. It's probably going to fit in the best right here. Tuck that end in, kind of just roll the little flap, extra flap over on the side, and then you have this nice little, I guess you'd call it like a chic Tootsie Roll, and this is going to save you a ton of space. So either method that you want to do, sheet bundle, Tootsie Roll method, but everything will look nice and neat, whatever cupboard or drawer that you want to put this in. All right, if you found this video helpful, I hope that you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I teach you how to turn your passion into profit. And a lot of times a cleaning and organizing channel like this one is one way to do that. All right, I'll see you, my friend, in the next one.